Today, I'll be breaking down the exact key things that you guys need to be doing in organic dropshipping in order to go viral on platforms like TikTok and Instagram. The majority of people that haven't gone viral themselves yet purely think going viral is based off of luck, or if you have a primed Instagram account, or honestly, a lot of you guys just think dropshipping is saturated overall. But the reality is that going viral is truly a skill set that you guys need to master. And on top of that, there's a ton of other skills that you guys really need to master in order to continuously go viral. And those skills are going to be simple things like content creation, coming up with creative hook ideas for your videos, and understanding how the structure of your video should actually be in order to look like a viral video. And once you understand the key things that you guys need to be doing in order to go viral on social media, which I'll be teaching throughout this entire video, you will literally never be broke again, because capturing someone's attention in this day and age now, which will constantly make you money online, because that is of course how you sell anything to anybody, which is by gathering their attention. And I like to think of it as the more attention and the more eyes I'm able to get onto my product, the more money that will be put into my pocket. So that's why in this video, I'll be going over a few different things that you guys really need to be implementing into your video so you guys can actually go viral, so you guys can actually make your product a winning product. And before you guys even have the slightest thought of, does this guy even know what he's talking about? I've been able to go viral constantly for the past 3 years since I started organic dropshipping back in 2021. And since then, I've been able to generate well over 150 million views across all platforms, which will be only Instagram and TikTok. And of course, there's other platforms like YouTube Shorts, but that does not convert your viewers into actual buyers at all. And at the time of me recording this video, my store is at $1,100 for the day. And you guys can see that right there, $1,100 for the day. Yes, that is the Shopify app, and that is me. And you guys can see all the testimonials I'm gonna put up on the screen of people that I actually helped in the organic dropshipping space. So if you guys actually want to go viral and smash consistent 1K days, you guys really have to listen up to what I'm saying. So grab a pencil and paper, take notes, do whatever you guys want to do with the information that I'm giving you throughout this entire video. And most importantly, just apply every little bit of thing that I'm preaching to you guys in this video, because you guys will go viral and make a shit ton of money. So before we go into the more tedious side of things that you guys are going to want to be doing in your video, let's go over the biggest thing that I see so many people do that prevents them from going viral. And that one thing is not having fast-paced cuts or fast-paced transitions. And let me make it clear as possible so this makes more sense to you guys. If you have quick transitions with your clips, the odds of the viewer staying on your video is much more higher, resulting you getting a higher retention percentage. And this is a main thing that every single social media platform looks for in order for your video to get pushed out onto the algorithm. If one person watched your video, that means you would have a 100% retention. And the more times that they watch the video, the higher the retention percentage will be. And this is so important for your video to get pushed out to the algorithm. And this is exactly why it is so important to have fast-paced clips and fast-paced transitions so you can keep the viewer on the video as long as possible. So here's an example of one of the past products I absolutely blew up because of every single thing that I will be preaching to you guys throughout this entire video. So here's the video, I'm gonna play it. So as you guys can see on CapCut, the video is sped up to 1.3x, and then I have another clip sped up to 1.2x, and you guys can see all throughout the video, every single clip is sped up. And if you guys listen to the audio, you guys can hear that the clips are transitioned at the same time as like the beat drop. Beat drop right there, beat drop again, and it just keeps transitioning. And also another hidden secret tip that I could give you guys is put filters on your videos, because look at the background, right? I'm gonna delete this. It just kind of tears down the quality. Put it back on. The sky is more blue. All the colors in the background pop out. The product actually pops out way more, and that's going to be so important to gather more attention onto your product throughout your entire video. And now what this does, it creates a satisfaction effect, which makes the video so much easier to watch since everybody's attention span is so short. So like I said, please don't sleep out on not doing this, because this is so important for your video to go viral. Because if your clips aren't faster paced like the video that I showed, no matter how good your product is, your video will not go viral. So now, of course, the very next thing that you guys want to be focusing on is targeting your audience with your hook. And now this should be pretty self-explanatory, but if your product does not have a targeted audience to sell to, don't even bother selling the product, because there's a very small chance that if you do actually get views, those views will not convert into buyers at all. So before you even decide buying the product to record content with, figure out what audience is exactly going to buy your product. And this audience should be pretty broad, not too narrowed down, because the broader your audience is, the more money that you can make, because you are targeting so much more people. So make sure your hook is something that people can feel emotionally driven towards, because anything anything that you guys can use to drive emotion to your viewer, your video will convert much higher than a video that wasn't emotionally driven with the hook. And it could be as simple as bringing up a scenario through your hook that is completely relatable to your product that the audience can also relate to as well. And a good example would be a video like this. So whatever hook that you guys can drive an emotional connection to your audience, use it by all means. And don't feel like you guys have to be a genius every single time that you guys create these hooks. Use other people's hooks that they use in their video, even if it's not the same audience. Just figure out how you guys can make the hook more emotionally engaged. And of course, make sure you guys are trying to target your audience with the hook. Because if the hook isn't emotionally driven towards the audience or the product, then why would people feel a need to buy the product? The main reason why people buy out of impulse is because of their emotions. And all these impulse purchase products that you guys always see all these people selling is because they are being targeted emotionally. And remember, you guys don't always have to reinvent the wheel. Just use what worked for other people that allowed them to get a ton of engagement. And remember, the more engagement that you guys can actually get on a video, the more that it will be pushed out to the algorithm. If you guys could figure out something to implement within your video to make someone comment or like, then by all means do whatever it takes. Make sure if you're posting on TikTok, don't do whatever it takes because your account will be striked. So don't pass those community guidelines because your account will be so cooked. And now the very next thing that is extremely crucial to making a viral video, really creating that satisfaction effect to keep people on your video, is adding congruent hand movements inside of your video. You're probably thinking, what is a congruent hand movement? So let me show you the same exact example that I showed you guys earlier and how I exactly implemented congruent hand movements inside of my video. But before I show it, make sure you guys aren't selling something like a stationary product. Make sure the product can be held in your hands because you guys will simply be able to keep the retention much higher rather than something sitting still like a projector or even a humidifier. So if you guys are brand new to dropshipping, please don't sell a humidifier. And plus on top of that, you guys will simply just be able to create much more better content overall. And like I always tell everybody, you guys really want to focus more on the quality of your videos, not how many videos you're getting out. It's always going to be quality over quantity. And if you guys are pushing out quality videos, of course, they're going to be pushed out onto the algorithm. So let's go over the video on how I implemented congruent hand movements. So as you guys see from the start of the video, I have the products coming inwards, and that is going to be a congruent hand movement, and that's really just going to make the viewer much more engaged with your video, especially when they're swiping down on the For You page and they come across something like this. It will be just a very clean transition, and that's why I always tell people to focus on. And then another example of a congruent hand movement and how I implemented a very good transition is me going from dropping the little what into the bottle, and then it's a whole nother clip right here of the bottom of the bottle screwing on, me going from the top to the bottom after I dropped it in, and that's just going to make a super clean transition. And that's exactly how you guys are going to want to show off your product. And you guys really just want to focus on these congruent hand movements because they will make the quality of your video just so much better. And you guys will see the actual results of you guys getting more views. So now the next thing that you guys can implement to creating a viral video is adding background sounds to your clips. And of course, you guys can't implement this with every single product that you guys will run. But if you guys can implement it, it will make the quality of your video 10 times better. And if you guys are confused by what I mean by background sounds, here's a perfect example of what one of my students inside of my coaching program has implemented, and anyone that watches this video can come to an agreement that it made the video 10 times better. So here is the clip that he used at the beginning of the video. And as you guys can see, he used the car sound whenever he skirted off, and this will make the quality of the video 10 times better by just adding this little small sound effect. And it's really going to be these small tedious things that really take your video to the next level. So if you guys can figure out whatever background sound to use when you guys are editing your video, make sure you guys add that in because it will really increase the quality of your video drastically. So now once you guys can actually know how to go viral with every single thing that I preach throughout this entire video, it would now be time to create your Shopify store since you now have that proof of concept that you guys can actually get views. And of course, once you guys create that Shopify account, you guys need to have a reputable supplier that can actually fulfill on time. Because the last thing that you guys really want to be dealing with is headaches from your customers spamming your emails, asking where is my product. And of course, if you guys want to be profitable as possible, you guys really need to minimize the chargebacks that you get and choose a trusted supplier with fast shipping times. And now, of course, the supplier that I use to fulfill all of my orders automatically so I don't have to do any extra work on the back end is gonna be Zendrop. And so I'm sure all of you guys who are familiar with dropshipping dropshipping definitely know what Zendrop is. They are by far one of the most trusted suppliers that you guys are really going to want to use. And they are by far the best supplier when it comes to finding the best price for your products and having the fastest shipping times. And of course, they have the best service out of any single supplier, such as CJ Dropshipping, AutoDS, DSers, any single supplier, you guys name it, Zendrop is out competing them no matter what. And as you guys already know, dropshipping products from China takes weeks to deliver to the actual customer, and not even weeks, but sometimes months as well. And of course, this will result in chargebacks from the delivery taking way too long, or either the product being just absolute trash. But that's not the case if you guys are using a good supplier like Zendrop, because they will get the product delivered to the customer within 1 to 2 weeks, and most times 3 to 5 days. And they are shipping from the US, so you guys will get that valid US tracking number, so you guys will have much more trust with your customer. And they also have auto fulfillment, so you guys don't ever have to worry about manually fulfilling your orders. So this will really just give you more time to create content and push more viral videos out. And I've personally been using them when I first started dropshipping back in 2020, and compared to any single supplier that I have used in the past, no other supplier can compete with Zendrop. And with all the features that they have listed, you guys really can't get any better supplier than this. And also, if you guys see right here, when you guys sign up, they also give you $200 in order credits for completely free as well. So you guys could use this to fulfill your orders with, pretty much allowing you to have 100% profit margins for the first $200 of order fulfillment. And I honestly don't think there's a better supplier giving out this much value. So if you guys want to use them as well and claim that $200 in free order credits, I'll put the link down in the description below so you guys can make this a super easy process. It's super quick to sign up. So don't sleep out on Zendrop, because they are by far the best supplier that you guys will ever use. And so now that you guys know that you need to be implementing fast-paced cuts, targeting your audience emotionally with your hook, adding in congruent hand movements, adding in background sounds in your clips, and also having a trusted supplier, you guys should have absolutely no problem going viral or seeing those 1K days, especially if you take action and apply every single thing that I preached throughout this entire video. So if you guys have found this video helpful, and if you guys are new to my channel, of course, hit that like button and subscribe down below, because it will help me out very much. We are back on the road to 10K. I know I haven't been uploading frequently, but we will be back on the grind. I'm going to shoot for 2 videos a minimum a week. So if you guys don't have post notifications on already, make sure you guys turn those on, because I will be dropping some crazy sauce soon, and I will be leaking every single product that I have coming up for Q4. And of course, if you guys ever have any questions, make sure you guys go hit up my Instagram, DM me, shoot me anything that you guys want. I answer literally all my DMs. So if you guys want to get your store reviewed, if you guys have any dropshipping related questions, make sure you guys just go let me know. But of course, if you guys do not follow me, I will not answer your DM. So like I said, if you guys have anything dropshipping related, feel free to shoot me a DM. I answer every single buddy that follows me. And without anything more being said, I'll see you guys in the next video.